Hello guys, this is Guy 007 back with another video. It's been almost 2-3 weeks, maybe 4 perhaps, without me uploading a video, as I've been pretty busy lately, let's put it that way. But I'm back, continuing the videos, of course. So today's video is video request, in fact, by a person named Corta Corontes. Okay, so I'm gonna say corta, which in Spanish I'm pretty sure I think it means cut. I think, yeah. So here we go. So the topic is at hand is I have gotten heartbroken. What can I do? Sir. So, before I start on that, I want to say shout out to the Honorable Black Ram 313. I'm gonna be putting his channel in the link in the description below. He's a great. I'm telling you, this guy. Go get some knowledge. Go to him and get some knowledge from this guy because he knows what he's talking about. He's a great man, very honorable. I'll be honest. He's an inspiration to many, and he's been of great help. Many people. He's what you call OG or old gangster. Okay, so it's a phrase we use to describe a person that's been into something. Of course, it has different definitions, but typically it means a person that's been into something. Anyways, back. So here we go. So number one, the most ironic thing in a relationship is that when you break up, it feels like your world is in shambles. And I understand. I get you. You feel like life has no purpose. You feel like life has no meaning. Nothing counts. Nothing matters. And it's an excruciating pain. That hurts. It hurts. Tell me about it. I don't think you could almost ever get numb to that. You will eventually grow out of the whole process, but it's an excruciating pain, and the thing that you will begin to realize is that you have an instinct within you saying, oh, how can I fix this? And the fact that oftentimes, right, women tend to project, okay, because this is a guy we're talking to, right? Women tend to project their emotions or their responsibilities onto the man, right? And then in turn, this makes the man feel as if he's the one held responsible, the one responsible for the relationship tearing down in the first place. Women hate accountability, and at least the overwhelming majority, okay, they hate accountability. They hate blame. They hate to ask for forgiveness, or to even say sorry. For them to say sorry is like them humiliating themselves, and I'm sorry. I'm personally sorry to tell you this, but a woman that tells you sorry, good luck. The truth of the matter is that not only are women worshipped in this society, but she really believes that she is the prize, right? Though we all know that they're not, but she really believes that because society has told her. So has Steve Harvey and Oprah Winfrey. So now he's here. There's a quote by Arthur Scalahanks, right? It says, "Women are by nature merely indifferent to one another, but women by nature are enemies." So, what does this have to do with it? Watch this. So, understand, your maybe ex-girlfriend, maybe ex-wife, she could have been talking to another man. that you know of, because oftentimes, we may think that they've never cheated, but remember, 75% of the time, men get caught. But I think it was only a 5 to 10% chance of a woman getting caught cheating. Now, isn't that ironic? Now I'm gonna give you certain things that is gonna make you realize and wake up out of this. And of course, the least thing you want to hear is information. You want comfort, and I will provide that as well. But you need to understand something very, very solid. Okay? And that being, right, that she doesn't care what you've done before, and she does not care what you were going to do in the future. She only cares about the now, and now only. I'll give you a proof. There's been many occasions as to where a woman has met a guy that has everything in the now. She was probably a boyfriend of some other guy. She leaves that guy because the new guy has something that she wants at the moment. So this tells you that they're very fickle. Okay, today they want something, they want certain thing, and then tomorrow they want something new. So a fool will place something on something so fickle, right? Now watch this. In the business, right? In the business world, will you invest in a stock that is very likely to fall, right? To collapse? Would you invest your hard-earned money on a company that is not really that functional? No. Because you know the possibilities of it breaking down. Now, the most funniest thing I find, right? So you said you had a recent heartbreak. I'm pretty sure this was yesterday or maybe a day before or so forth. The ironic thing I find, right, was when I broke up with my most recent girlfriend. Okay, she was a virgin as well, and there was a lot of things I had to realize. They were painful as hell. But I'm gonna tell you this: the very ironic thing is that it always rains. I find that hilarious. I find that very hilarious. It rains. Now, that's something different. That's just a thought, right? Understand that she did you a favor. You may be asking yourself, Guy, why you say that she did me a favor? Well, truth is, in this world, you will not have to serve this woman any longer. You don't have to spend your hard-earned money on a person that doesn't care one bit about you. You know, there's this phrase that says, if you had the courage, if you had the courage to leave, then I will have the pride to forget you. I know deep down that you want her back, but remember, your life was not going to get any better. In fact, worse. I'll tell you this: 75% of divorces are initiated by women. So what does this tell you? Yet women are the first ones to always claim that they want to marry. Isn't that ironic? Pain can help you repent. And when I say repent, is that it makes you realize things that you've done incorrectly. It makes you realize that things weren't the way as you thought them to be. I find pain to be very, very interesting, because everything lies within pain. Especially in referring to relationship, of course, there's many reasons as to what you can relate pain towards, right? But when it comes to relationships, pain is something we all have in common. Feel during or after. Now, pain in and of itself, people consider it as a bad thing. But not understanding is that, and this is going to get a little dark, not understanding that your pain is your comfort. Because imagine that there was no such thing as pain. What would you rely on? Comfort. See your tears as something Okay? See your tears as something that was spilled because of another person, because you decided to put all your trust fully into this one person. You cannot trust a creature who is fickle by nature, who changes her moods by the freaking second. It is a very unpredictable creature. You do not know what she's going to do next. She may not call you for maybe 5 days a week, but she will eventually call you. If and only I got some tips for you. And this is not tips to get her back. Though you can use it to get her back, but I recommend you not to get her back. Because women are very prideful. Okay, when breakups happen, I've noticed that women cannot tolerate a man moving on. Use that pain to elevate you. Use that pain to fire your path, to become stronger, to become a better man. Use it to mold you. You see, when you're building a sculpture, you need to hammer it. You need to structure it completely and correctly for it can have the shape that it needs to have. I always say that things don't come for no reason. There's something that is awaiting you in the future that you must be strong. I've had a lot of deceptions throughout my life, and I'm only very young. I'm in my 20s. I'm less than 24 years old, but higher than 20. I won't give my exact age. And throughout my life, I tell you, I've had breakups that were ridiculous. They will destroy any man. There has been so much suicide rates, and because of this. Now, I'm going to give you the tips. I did promise I'm going to tell you. And throughout the way, I'm going to also be talking about other tips that, can help you. Now, that being said, do not, I repeat, do not. I'm going to get closer. Do not contact her. Don't do it. It's going to be hard. Breathe. It will be hard. And I tell you because these were the things that helped me. Remember, she had the dignity to leave you in shambles. You must have the pride to forget about her. And it's not about pride. It's about self-respect. Because if you don't respect yourself, she will not respect you. Understand that a woman only loves a man who respects himself. Never, I repeat, never throw yourself down to the floor for no woman. Absolutely not. That is a no-no. Because I'm going to tell you a little secret. Women love seeing men in pain. This is why songs are so famous that talks about women. Oh yes, that men are broken up. One in specific, you can see, you can hear Hispanic music talking about men and heartbreaks. You can hear in rap, hip hop, all these music. They all have one thing in common: is that they all talk about breakup. And then guess what? Guess what? The female, however, they take pride into this. They take pride. They love seeing a man suffer. Why? Because it gives them an ego boost. It makes them feel like they're better than you are. I'm gonna tell you another little secret. When you break up, right? It is do not expect that female to not talk anything against you or about you. It is a very sad thing, but do not expect her not to talk about it. She will begin to be the victim. She will pretend to say that you were a bad man and so forth. And understand that to the next man that she gets with, she's gonna get it. Whatever she's done to you, don't worry. Life has its way of getting people back. It always does. You reap what you sow. And I'm not telling you as a way of, oh, I want her to die. I want. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that whatever she's done, she will reap in twofold. So the next guy that she gets with might destroy her to the point that she won't be able to for real bond now. Now, depending if your ex-girlfriend was a virgin, I'm gonna tell you, if she was a virgin, right? I'm gonna give you a little secret. The truth of the matter is that if she was a virgin, yes, she could have been a virgin by body, but she was not a virgin by mind. And that's the difference between women who are supposedly good and women who are supposedly bad. Of course, the bad are messed up by mind and by body. The virgin is only messed up by mind. At least American women, they're messed up by mind, but not by body. But she's of course hasn't been touched. Now remember, understand that female don't change. It remains constant. You can look at history for female behavior. It derives out of prostitution. It derives out of leaving one man to the other for the next. It derives on conquering. So if a nation conquers another, she begins to get with the man that conquered or had killed her husband, and bear his children, and so forth. Check history. For history repeats itself. You'll be condemned if you, my friend, do not remember history. For past actions equal future references. Which leads me to the next point, is that if a woman has divorced or has had a previous relationship and she's already talking bad about that man as well, expect it for you too, because you are no different. Understand that not even kings were able to keep their women, okay? Even perhaps kings were even controlled by their own women. So what do you expect? Do you expect that you're better than these other men? No, you are no better. There's a man by the name of King Solomon. He had 700 1,300 wives, 700 concubines. Sorry, 700 I guess you could say non-virgins, and 300 concubines, which is virgins, right? So he had 1,300 wives. And do you think that these women helped this case? I'm gonna tell you right now. Because he had gotten with these women, his heart turned away from the Most High, which is God. Well, his heart got turned away from God. I know you probably don't read the Bible, you know, or there are those of you that don't, but it's an interesting story. And my point here that I'm trying to mention is that not even he was able to keep a woman. And because he was trusting a woman, he opened his heart out. His heart got turned away from his true purpose, which was follow the Most High, follow God. And his heart got turned away. So then, what do you expect, that you're better than this man? No. Channing Tatum got divorced. Brad Pitt got divorced. George Clooney got divorced. All these men, look at them. You are no different. And you know what's the worst part? Is that all these other men that I just mentioned, according to this societal standards, they got money, they got power, and they got things that almost any man would want to desire in a way. Not all, but you know, you have men who are a little reserved, okay? When it comes down to money and investment and such forth, right? There are many men who, you know, live a minimalistic life, but don't desire those things. But understand that even these men that were powerful, okay, their heart got turned away from. King David is another one. His heart he actually went and lusted after a woman, eventually killing her husband, okay, and taking her as his wife. And for consequences, his child was killed. So that's that. So please, going back to the tips, do not contact her. Don't do that, because all that's gonna show is desperation from your part, but at the same time this will give her an ego boost, and she's gonna feel that she's better than you. And it's not because it's an ego contest of who's better or who threw away who, correct? Because at the end of the day, y'all both ended up hurt. Now, not really much the woman, because the woman could just replace the guy, but look, you ended up losing. because you thought this relationship was gonna last forever. You really thought that this relationship was gonna last forever. Hey, so have many of us. A lot of us that are talking on YouTube, we have been through these things, and we also had thought at one point that it was gonna last forever. She's destroyed you. She's taken everything from you. She's probably gotten your behind in debt. She's probably gotten you back behind on bill payments because you wanted to please her. And the worst mistake you could do as a man is forgetting about yourself and taking care of yourself to please another person that is not able to be pleased. Because for a woman, she always wants more. So if you give her something today, she wants something tomorrow. So if you do something for a certain year, let's say you got a job, you have to earn more money for the next year for her to stay, or at least to consider staying, until she finds a better man. One of my family members, she had left her husband recently, and I'm pretty sure she got 2 kids from this guy, and I'm sure he's paying child support. According to her, he abused her, but that's a lot of women's excuses. Women always have excuses about something, to just be able to just move on. And guess what? 2 weeks later, she's dating a new guy. Understand? So this is disgusting. It's messed up. She's left a broken family. She's left 2 children without a father. A man to properly guide the children. And let's be honest here, women are very bad child raisers. It is statistically proven that women hit their children more, okay, on an average more than a male parent or a male single parent. It is also proven that men who are in jail, at least 80 to 85% of them were raised by single mothers and lacked a father figure within the house. It is also very likely, I guess, was a 75 to 80% chance of a child dropping out of high school if he was raised by a single mother. Likely to become a drug addict, alcohol addict, well, let's say a drunkard. Why? You may ask. Because women do not have the strength that a man has, the discipline. Because for the father is the mountain, okay? He is the head of household. He is the one that not controls. He's the one that is in charge of the family, of where things go. But because they have taken him out, it is now destroyed. So understand that if, let's say you would have gotten with this woman for quote unquote forever, you would have a bastard child, because it is very likely that she was going to divorce you. Proof? Where is she now? Where's she now? She's probably sleeping with 5 men. I hate to tell you this, but again, understand that only pain is gonna make you stronger, brother. It is not. It is not about. Oh, I need to feel better, you know, or the lies, the myth that people say. Oh, go out and get yourself distracted. Listen, no matter what you do, the pain will remain there. Yeah, you might be distracted. Maybe you might forget. It might work a little bit about the pain, but it will not work for too long. Because once you get back to your bed, you're gonna start thinking about it again. Now understand this also. Breakup is freedom. You are free to do what you want, with who you want, to go wherever you want, without a stupid, nagging idiot telling you where are you going, restricting you from hanging out with your boys. And I'm sure your ex-wife or ex-girlfriend did this. She told you not to hang out with your boys, and she had you almost isolated. Now, why does she does that? I'll tell you why. The reason why women do this is because she needs to have you alone to get you, to weaken you. Because the only way a woman has control over a man is if she weakens his self-esteem. So right now you probably gained a couple weight. You probably gained 20, 30 pounds because of, and I tell you because it happened to me. See, now I'm back in shape. Sheesh, I look like a freaking model, not to brag, but I went through this, and it wasn't even that long ago. How about if I was to tell you my breakup didn't even happen, not even 8-9 months ago. Probably, and I'll be lying. Probably like 10 months ago, 10, 11. How about if I tell you this?
This
Exactly. So mine was very recent, and this is what I could relate to you, brother. Understand? Do you understand my point? So now that you're free, now the only thing that's in your mind is, what am I going to do with all this freedom? You see, we're so used to, as men, staying safe into this bubble, but understand that if you go back to this woman, you're not going to grow the necessary way you need to grow to become a stronger man, to become it's not even about strength, it's about becoming the best version that you possibly can. You cannot possibly become better if you're always stuck in the same thing. Use your pain to lead you into where you need to go, not to hold you back. No. Use it. Okay. Now you may be asking, guy, how do I use this so-called pain you're talking about? It's about being able to channel your emotions, because true manhood does not derive from being quiet and shying away from people. No. It's not necessarily that. A true man is that of which he can master his emotions when the time is needed. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because that's where it all begins, in fact, is being able to channel that emotion. Now, what's going to drive you? Okay, there's two things that's going to drive you. You see, it's not because you want to prove your ex-girlfriend that you're doing better, but understand this, that you're better off doing better, and your ex-girlfriend looking at you saying, damn, I f***ed up. I shouldn't have left that guy. I shouldn't have left Corta. He was such a great man. And it's not because you want her to think this, because in the end of the day, that won't solve anything. Understand that this is going to take a process, because everything in life is a process until you get to your goals. It's a process. Don't be so focused on the achievement of it or the title, because everybody's always focused on titles. Oh, I finally gotten over my ex, and they have it. I don't have it as a bride and title. What made me who I am today is the fact that I was able to surpass that pain and go through the process and the journey. Now, how do you feel? This is through feelings. When you feel it in your balls and up to your head and out your nose. Feel that excruciating pain, because understand that pain is your only form of comfort. You're going outside, getting drinks and so forth. That might work for a bit, but it's not going to last too long. Pain is your form of comfort, nothing else. Truly. Okay? I hope this makes you come to the realization that pain is not a bad thing. It is seen as a bad thing because everybody runs away from it. They're afraid to face themselves. This is the perfect time, brother, to face your inner demons, to face yourself. This is the perfect time. There has been no better time to face yourself than now. You have a lot of times in your hand. Right now, you might probably be sitting in the bed like this guy in the screen. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't hungry when I broke up. Nope, I wasn't hungry. The pain was so bad, it got my stomach. And I'll go as far as to tell you, I kind of wanted to die because it was that bad. But understand, you have to hold on, because at the end of every dark tunnel lies light. You can't give up on life like that. Because understand, this is a process that you need to mature to understand that creature that lies before you. If you think that you're going to be able to build something back with this woman, you're delusional. Because she's already proven to you that she's already a bad teammate. Not even because, of course, you're not equal to a woman, but she already proves that she's not a good woman in general. She's mentally messed up. She will dump you the moment she gets it, she will. there was a radio show hosted by, I don't want to be promoting any channel local radio stations, but there was this radio station. I'm not gonna be again mention names, and he was talking about how they were literally. I was hearing these women call in, and he was asking this question. The question was, if Brad Pitt was to go into a concert, okay, or you was to be, he was to do a large town meeting, or you was to see Brad Pitt in a restaurant, and your husband or boyfriend goes to the bathroom, and Brad Pitt tells her, you know, your wife or the girl, you know, hey, I'm Brad Pitt, and she, you know, she's already going crazy. Meet me in room 101. You know what these women said? They said, oh, I'll give him pills and Advil, let him fall asleep, and I'll go to that hotel room. Yes! You ever hear women complain about, oh, this guy doesn't want to tie me down, he don't want to get in a relationship, I don't know why. Because when she gives up that, you know, her genital, she expects something in return. She's expecting a relationship, and then they get angry when you don't give it to them. Like children when you don't give them a toy that you took away from them because they were being misbehaved. Sounds evil. I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Life is often dark. The greatest truths are often simple. And most likely, they're dark. Not always. Of course, there's exceptions, but the greatest truths are very simple. And I hope you understand it. Understand that your tears are also comfort. It's the only form of comfort you'll have. You see, your parents won't. Goodness sake. Your parents, you know, the only thing they're going to say, your father probably, you get over it. Don't listen to these fools. Because they don't understand. They might understand something. You'll have other friends saying, oh, it's okay. You do better, this, and that. Understand that pain leads to realization. Why does life have to be like this? You can't ask. Because I'm not the creator. I'm not the one that did this. Well, I didn't make it. Now here's some tips to get over your loser ex-girlfriend. Let's put it that way. 1. For the love of God, yourself and your well-being. Hit the gym. I know this might sound insane. Weird. Give me a second. I know this might sound strange and weird, but go hit the gym. If you don't have a gym membership, go search one. Go look for one. Or, my best recommendation is buy weights. And meanwhile, the weights you buy, you know, whether you buy them through Amazon, if you buy them through Amazon, wait for them to arrive to your home. Okay? And do push-ups while they arrive. Use that pain that you just got and direct it towards positivity. Because remember, in this society, okay, you are worth, I don't know why it's this, but you're worth for what you have. She's already destroyed you. Now it's time for you to build it back up. But you know what? Don't build yourself back up to get with another woman and make the same mistake. Because now you're starting from square one. You're just going on a roller coaster. And you're really not building anything. All you're doing is desecrating yourself. Every time you go, so let's say you earn $15 an hour. Every time you go spend $15 on a freaking a dinner with a stupid bitch, you've wasted and you've given another person that you do not know, that is not your family, 1 hour of your life that you will never attain back. 1 hour of hard labor. Don't be stupid. Don't fall for this. Because true strength is often resistance. Use your mind. Now, so yeah. The second is erase their pictures. Now. Now. I'm talking about not tomorrow, not later, okay? Erase the picture. All that does is gonna remind you of her, of the memories. Now, humans tend to see things from a very clear person, like so. When time passes, human beings tend to see things in a positive light, as opposed to the negative things as to why it was that you broke up in the first place.
This is.
And I guarantee you that if you get back with her, it'll be worse the second time around. You wanna know why? Because she already knows that she could do it again to you, and that she can come back to you any single time that she wants. That she can go ahead and cheat on you. Okay? Though you did not know. Anytime that she pleases. That she can go ahead and leave you and then mess with some guy that you don't know about and then come back. She's already burned her bridge. I understand that you were deeply emotionally invested in this woman, but understand that she does not love you. And she never has. Understand that she's just, you know those traveling experiences that you went with her? When you went to maybe Florida, maybe New York, maybe California? That was just a ghost. You were by yourself. Understand that a woman could be lying next to you, but in her mind and in her heart, she's already gone. So then here arises the question.
This is.
Damn, guy, why so cold? Because only coldness will have you understand. And through coldness and understanding comes change. And with change comes positivity. And with positivity comes actions. Daily actions. Understand that this gym routine that I'm telling you, it'll be one tough thing to do. But I guarantee you that what you reap is what you sow is what you reap. You reap what you sow. In 5 months' time, if you're using that rage correctly, you will look amazing. Remember, physique often resembles status, looks, and great genes, even if you have no money. That's one thing I've realized. And it's not because you want to impress women, no, but do it for your own well-being, for your own health. If your ex decides to go back to your profile and check you out, her fault, because she's only torturing herself. Women are evil. Understand this. She wants to see you destroyed. She wants to see you fat. Remember the time when she probably told you, "Oh, it's okay. You can eat. I will still love you." Where's she now? Do you see her now? I don't see her anywhere. Understand that in life, it is a huge myth that you will die with somebody else live. That's something that women fear, and they have projected onto men. Don't fear that, because the men get better. She's gonna hit the wall soon. If she was 20 years old, brother, guess what? Congratulations, you got the best years of her life. You shouldn't be stressed. You should be happy. You should rejoice that she has left your side, because there are men right now that are tired of a beautiful woman's bullshit. Behind every beautiful girl lies a stupid idiot man that is tired of her crap. I'll tell you that right now. So this wonderful angelic creatures that you see, don't be deceived. For makeup is her deception.
This is majestic.
Thou art understand? Do you understand? That's where her deception lies. sad. It is tragic. But it's the truth. Let me read you something from the Bible. And it's very relevant. Proverbs 21:19, it says, better to live in the desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. Understand? It's crazy. So be careful. And I think that just says everything. It says everything. You know what that means? That it is better to live in the desert than to live with a nagging wife? Exactly. Desert, there's spiders, there's scorpions, there's snakes, there's cactuses. It turns extremely cold at night. It's a hell. A woman will drain you. And then after you served her, that ex-girlfriend, you're gone. I'm gonna give you another thing for you to realize. This took me a bit of a while to understand and realize. What are the odds that you're going to last, or that you were going to last with her 15 years? Very slim. If 80% of divorces, marriages end up in divorce, I think they say 50%, I think it was 2014. I'm pretty sure by now, I think that's worldwide. I'm not sure too much about the United States. I was told once that it was 80%. I'm not sure, you can look this up. But if I was to tell you that I'm building a plane, correct? Porta, right? So if I was to tell you that I'm building a plane, and you have a 50% chance of it crashing and not arriving to its destination, will you get in? If I was to tell you that 80%, you have an 80% chance of it failing, would you get in? Just because that small percentage made it to that island does not mean that you win. And mind you, this statistic I searched up, I was back in 2014, 2015. I'm sure it's way higher now, due to social media, propaganda, and so forth. Understand that if your woman was not a virgin, she has too many men within her. She has a battle. You weren't just living with her, you were living with all the men she's been with, all the men she slept with. It is not your job to take care of a woman that has given it for free to a bunch of other guys that are out there messing with other women. You see the irony? Do you see the lies that lie within it?
This is majestic.
Now here's the causes of most breakups, right? If your ex-girlfriend was a good girl, whatever, 9 times out of 10 it could have been her mother, her sisters, maybe her siblings telling her that you're not no good, and so forth. If any of her friends or one of her family members say that you're not a good match, you're pretty much done. It's only a matter of time before she gets you. Because women seek the approval of people. Now, what can you do or build with a creature that only lies with the approval of other people? For example, me. They used to call me a F-boy. F-boy, okay? They used to call me that. Her family, talking about my ex-girlfriend here, used to call me an F-boy. Her friends used to say, oh, a guy like that is too handsome, those are nothing but trouble. You're gonna get cheated on. And every day that girl came back to my house with the same crap, saying that I'm going to cheat on her. Eventually I realized that, of course, I knew she kind of had low self-esteem, but I saw potential. And that is the problem with us men, that we tend to want to fix too much. Sometimes we can't help something. We can't help somebody be happy. They gotta be able to find the happiness within themselves, because it is not your job to make somebody happy. That is a foolish task to take on upon. She's supposed to serve you. You weren't made for her. she was made for you. Now women will be saying, "Oh, that's misogynistic." Okay, so a man was made for you then? Yeah, we're equal. Really? Really? Last time I checked, you couldn't survive in the damn forest, let alone you could barely do it on your own. And you're already getting with the next guy the moment you get there. A man who believes he's a woman's equal is not a man. That woman completely lacks respect for him. 9 out of 10, she's either cheating or she will cheat on him. Or most likely, she's going to get rid of him. A woman don't want an equal. They will tell you they do, but in reality, they want something stronger than they are. Better than they are. Which ties into the whole thing of hypergamy. Which is women trading in a man for supposedly a better one. Now, what I don't recommend is you get into another rebound relationship. Don't do it. You need to let yourself heal, brother. Don't do it. Because a rebound, all it's going to do is cause you more pain. Some men will say, oh, I mean, if you get another woman, you know, you're going to forget about the ex-girlfriend. You know, because you already replaced her. For some men, it might work. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to have your own sanity and your own mental stability, and you want to get back to the way you were before you met this woman that destroyed your whole freaking entire life and is making you feel like shit, you need to remain alone for a bit. When I mean for a bit, I mean at least minimum of 12 months to almost a year and a half. Maybe I'd recommend 2 years. And I also don't recommend dating. I recommend keep it, you know, smash and move, because it is a very dangerous place, and even that is dangerous. The world that we live in today, we have money-hungry people, we have covetous people, and what I mean covetous, I mean wicked people. We have greedy people. We have narcissistic people. We have sociopaths out there, psychopaths out there, and you don't even know it. You have bipolar BPD people out there, women who are crazy, narcissistic, and you can see it everywhere. And then, I mean, it's no surprise. Of course, nobody's gonna point it out because it's taboo to even talk about it. You get where I'm coming from, right? So please don't get into a rebound relationship. This is dumb. Don't mess yourself up. If she, however, does get into it, which I recommend you not stalk her profile, because the only way you're gonna find out is you begin to stalk her again. Don't talk to her, go ghost. Because through mystery is how, and I'm sorry that I'm bouncing up different areas on here, but it all will come down to one, right? You can't let her go. Let her, you know. But eventually it won't last long. For nothing lasts in this world. For everything is temporary. The sun comes from the north and sets in the south, or vice versa, wherever you want to put it from. The seas are never full. The eyes never finish seeing. The ears never stop hearing. So therefore, until it's dead, of course. So therefore, nothing lasts forever. It's a true myth propagated by Hollywood and the, if you want to put it this way, the great elites to keep people asleep. And in relationships, wasting their money because it helps, according to them, helps the economy. And understand that if you had children, they use divorce court, okay, to take your money for you to pass a certain amount of revenue to the judge that has messed you up in your life financially and everything else. Another thing is, no love songs. Please. No love songs. Love songs gonna mess you up. It's gonna, and then when I mean love song, I'm talking about music that you and her were freaking dancing to, like a bunch of idiots. Yeah, none of that. Take it out. You want to end up stupid? Okay, then go ahead and listen to it. Go ahead and listen to it. Go ahead and listen to it. You're gonna end up destroyed. End up destroyed. So understand, when she does get into a rebound relationship, she'll get it coming. The next guy's gonna freaking destroy her. Maybe not her, maybe not the next one. But there will be one. She will be it. That's why you have women being all salty all the time, saying, oh, all men are pieces of shit and bad, but yet they end up choosing the same ones. What? If you continue to do what you've always done, you will continue to get what you've always got. Does that make sense? So if you continue doing this insanity, or the woman, you know, getting the same type of guys, she gonna continue getting her heart broken, and she's gonna be resentful towards men. Understand that women already hate men. They want to be like us. That's why you got the feminist movement to begin with. So in conclusion, in the end of the day, I'm gonna break down the points that I told you. So if you want to forget about her, is no stalking. Don't block her on Facebook though. Don't do that, because the moment you block somebody on Facebook, it shows that you were salty. So don't do these mistakes. Don't do it. Let her do it, because it shows that she's salty. That's 2. 3, you do not want to pick up her phone call. Okay, she calls you, get away from her. Text messages, don't respond. Nada. No, nothing. Don't respond, because in the end of the day, she's just gauging to see how hurt you are. She just wants to see you dead. She wants to see you destroyed. Now why? I don't know. It's women's narcissistic freaking being. Or maybe she wants revenge for something that you know, according to her, made her feel bad about. Or whatever. So please don't respond to her text message. Don't even block her. Just leave it at that. And that would show my ex-girlfriend. She actually, in fact, hit me up not even 3 weeks ago. I'll be honest. Not even 2-3 weeks. And guess what? I laughed at all her things. She was accusing me of being crazy. I didn't pick up her phone. She became salty, angry. I would show you, but guys, it's insane. It's insane. Never in my life, I'll be honest with this, never in my life did I thought that I would see that in my life from that girl. Because she was a virgin. She was at the time I was with her, a little sweet in the beginning. Time is beautiful because it reveals you the most utmost the darkest thing from people. It really does. And you'll begin to see her change throughout time. She'll have kids. 9 times out of 10 from a different baby daddy. And you will notice that she wasn't all that. Understand that beauty's temporary. It only lasts so long. At least for a woman, because men, we can stay good looking for a while. Women, no. Understand that. So this is the other point. Breakup is freedom. Okay, so when you broke up, she did you a favor. You ain't gonna be bothering some dumb bitch anymore. Erase the pictures. All the pictures, not a little bit. Don't go hide. No. Erase that shit. I'm gonna add an extra point here. If you got any clothes from her, because women have the audacity and they have the tendency to leave their bullshit in their freaking house. Take that shit. Don't give it back to her. No. If she asks for it, as soon as you wake up the first date, bet. That means she still wants it. All right, give it to her. Other than that, if she decides to disappear and be salty and just, okay, bet. Do what I did. I took all those clothes, put it in a bag. You know what I did? I went to some woods, like 10-15 miles from where I'm at. Got that bag, put matches on it, lit that thing on fire. And as I seen that thing consume, I felt relief. Why? Because I'm no longer attached to that thing. Understand that attachment is suffering. I'm going a little dark here. Attachment is something. Never expect too much from somebody, because people are fickle. They change. It is very likely, it's way more likely from a woman. A man is is almost never you will see him change. But women, yes, they will change on you fast. The most fucked up shit I was told by a woman. was that love hurts. Stupid bitch. I was also told at one point that when hunger comes through the door, love goes out the window. Some savage shit. Yo, what man wanna get broken down from that? I mean, any. It is sad. Any man. A woman has the ability to break a man who's emotionally invested in her. Understand, bro. Your self-esteem is low at the moment, and we need to get that up. We need to get that shit up. We need to chop chop. We need to get that up. So how we gonna do it? Again, gym. Okay, you gonna hit the gym. I don't want to hear no excuses. 2, yo, be happy you broke up. Okay, be happy, cause she did you a favor. Now you're not gonna have to be paying for some used up coochie. Okay, that's fact. That's 2. 3, erase the pictures. Okay, yeah, this quick. 4, no sad songs, please. Nothing, none of that, please. No, cause that's gonna make it worse. 5, don't pick up her fucking phone calls. She calls, text message. I know you gonna want to, but don't hit her up. Over time, it's gonna fade. But there'll be times that when she hits you up, okay, you're going to feel that pressures and anxiety is a weird thing that it's kind of undescribable unless you feel it or you know what it is. And you're gonna feel that anxiety, okay, build up over time. Okay, she's broken you, okay, so it's time to get yourself back up. It's time. Use your pain to lighten your path. Use that flame to go harder at the gym. Use that anger that's within you, because of course you invested so much into that relationship, I'm sure, and so have many of us into past relationships, and use it to fuel your fire. And what I mean by fire is excel in your career. I know it's gonna be tough because you're in pain, but you must endure, brother, because when in the end of the tunnel, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're gonna be good. You're gonna feel like a new man. You're gonna feel strong. You're gonna feel like a new man. And you're gonna look back. Perhaps not only in this video. Okay? But you will look back. And you're gonna be like, damn, guy was right. You will look back. You come back here and you tell me, guy, you were right. Thank you. It was painful, but it was all worth it. Guys, I went from 200 pounds, I think it was maybe 210, I'm sure. I didn't scale myself, but I'm sure. I went from like 220. I used to weigh 160 when I got with my ex-girlfriend. And I gained all the way to 210 pounds. And today, I'm back to the way I look. In fact, I look better. I put on crazy amounts of muscle. Of course, I got indebted. I got into a lot of financial difficulties. But remember, you'll be taken down, but you are not destroyed. That is a fact of life. Never give up. Always look forward, because whatever you've lived has already passed. This is comment I'm going to highlight, right? It says, this is why I tell men, don't be afraid to lose her. Let her walk away. The only reason she leaves is because she can't manipulate you. Women are being punished now. The deeper they get into spiritual revolt, the more mental illness you will see in women and men too. Beautiful comment. And truth of the matter is that I can confirm this. My ex-girlfriend had no amount of control on me. None at all. I made the rules. If I tell her to, we're getting it on, and then my time. She's tried, I'm not going to lie to you, she's tried many times to pull off that sneaky stuff, but by the time she was playing checkers, I was playing chess. I told her by the time she was in her mom's stomach, I've been running. So it ain't gonna work with me. I told her, and I know, trust me. Trust me. I was raised by my mother. I never paid attention to her, so I had to raise myself. I used to go to school since the age of 5 by myself. I used to cook by myself. My mom never cared about me. I'm being honest. She never did. Oh, maybe that's the reason why you hate women. No. In fact, my own mother showed me female nature. My mother herself has stated this. She said, there's nothing more demonic, more evil, and more wicked than the woman itself. Never fall in love. When you get with a woman, use a condom and keep it moving. My mother said this. And I used to see her actions, and yes, my mother, I'm not gonna say I'm proud of her for doing what she's done. But I learned a lot from her. And all the experiences of many women I've been around. I was in MGTOW since a very young age. Thing is, I didn't even know it was a movement. Or a community, or whatever you want to call it. People call it cult. They have different names. I was going my own way since young. Of course, I was still studying women. I was still looking into it. Okay? So, when a woman cannot manipulate you, if she can get her way with you, she's gone too. So if you treat her nice, so put it like this. If you treat her nice, and she leaves, right? And if you treat her bad, she leaves. Now, why would you waste your time pleasing such a creature? See? Dumb. It's dumb. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Why would you want her back? Anyways, I think that sums up the video. To be honest, I think there's nothing else for me to say. Nothing else for me to say. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not to be stressing over stupid bitches that really don't know what they want themselves in life, who are brainwashed by their own government, daddy government that gives them everything. Embrace the pain, bro. Embrace it. Use it. You won't regret what I'm telling you. It'll be difficult, a little bit, but you can get by. Because if I did it, so can you. This was a wonderful time. I had huge fun making this. I will not lie. I love helping others. If any of you has a video request, I will make it under no charge until further notice. So take advantage now if you care. But I had very good fun. This was fun. And my boy, Corta Correntes, I hope you learned a lot. Understand? She's taken away a lot from you. So it's time, since she took away a lot, it's time to build yourself back up. Like I said before, I'm going to end it with this quote. A woman must lower your self-esteem to gain control over you. They are very cold. They never cared about you. She never cared about you. Because to her, relationships and marriage are conditional. Done. This is Guy 007. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll talk soon. I'll make another one after this one. And I'll talk to you guys soon. This guy 007 out.